Senator Wicker, thanks for those questions. Next, I'm going to recognize Senator Fetterman. Thank you for joining us today. I'm going to run off to the Finance Committee for a few minutes, and I'll be back shortly. And after Senator Fetterman, there'll be Senator Kramer, and Senator Kelly has graciously agreed to hold the gavel while I'm out of the room. Thanks. Thank you. All right. And with that, Senator Fetterman, you're recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thanks.
Lieutenant General Spellman, I want to start by discussing the Lower Mon project in southwestern Pennsylvania. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Locks Dams 2, 3, and 4 in the Monongahela River are one of the oldest currently operating facilities on the river, and they experience the highest volume of the commercial traffic. Modernizing and improving and navigating would reduce the bottlenecks delays, I'm assuming. The Army Corps has replaced the 100-day-old dam in Braddock, and I actually was the mayor of that community. And I remember going on a tour, when I was mayor years back with Bob Casey too. Now is my mentor here in the Senate here in Pennsylvania. And one, thank you for that work there, because that has been very helpful and transformative. With that being as it is, do you have a lime time for the Locks Dam and removal of Elizabeth and the new larger lock construction for Charleroi? What benefits can residents expect when it may or may not be finished?
Yes, sir. First, the timeline. The new lock at Charleroi will be operational this December of 2023, and then we'll have the dam removed lock and dam removed at Elizabeth in December of 2025. And sir, the benefits are immense. If the new lock at Charleroi will be able to pass 9 barges at a time. 9 barges, that equates, the cargo on 9 barges equates to 600 trucks on the road, 600 diesel engines, 600 drivers, and it just drives...
600 trucks? Really? That's the equivalent?
Yes, sir, 600.
Wow.
And so the economic benefit to that when we did this feasibility study was $200 million a year. And so that lock renovation is going to pay for itself in 5 years. These inland waterways, sir, they're national treasures, and we appreciate all the leadership from Congress in helping us maintain and modernize them.
And I kind of... just like my colleague Senator Wicker, share my thanks and appreciation for the work that is done, and again, living right there, I can say the kind of impact that it has there. So really, I'm just grateful for that. I have a second question, and that's the Secretary Connor. I understand that there are a number of sections of the WRDA 220, and I will need a formal implementation and guidance, including the scope and flood risk management feasibility studies. This provision is important for climate change, and it will consider impacts on our communities. How can the Corps looking to implement the provision in the face of climate change, and what more can be done?
Thank you, Senator, for the question. I think it's a very important one, and as I mentioned earlier, I just want to assure you, it is one of that section is one of the ones that we will be issuing implementation guidance on, and we've already got that process underway. I would just note that we are not waiting for that guidance. I think the concepts incorporated in that provision are consistent with the directive that was my predecessor issued, that we should be looking at comprehensive benefits as we analyze and do our studies. And that comprehensive benefits necessitates that we be looking at climate change and new challenges for any of the water resources infrastructure projects that we do. So the breadth of review that I think is anticipated by that particular section will be good for us to document, to move forward and incorporate that as fundamental to our studies, but we are already looking at those challenges right now and trying to incorporate them in the work that we do.
Thank you. And I cede the remaining of the time towards Chairman Kelly.
Thank you, Senator Fetterman. Senator Kramer.